Alright, welcome back to the Jeremy Swenson Racing Channel. As you probably already know from my previous videos, I can't TIG weld very well. But I'm trying right here because I need to get this done. And we'll see if it works out. So I'll show you what I'm working on. We've got this sweet spoiler. This is from After Dark Speed, which Jay Lee has so beautifully written up here. This is After Dark Speed spoiler, although it's modified. Normally it's quite a bit taller than this, but for our rules for GLTC it can't be over 250 square inches. So they designed it in CAD and everything, so it's almost exactly there, 249 or 248 or something. And but we're making our own brackets, and I'm trying to just reuse what I have because these were already here. And so here's what they looked like before, and here's what I'm trying to use, at least for now. I'll probably do something a little prettier than this eventually, but for right now it's what I need. It's 3/8 plate aluminum, so I just cut it, not exactly in half, but and then I flopped it over, and it gives us basically the angle we need. And look at this, I TIG welded it together, guys. I mean, is it pretty? No. Is it not great? Yes. But will it hold? Yes, I think. And this side is probably a little worse even, but not that you can see because this camera won't focus no matter what we do. But anyway, I think that'll hold. And then more importantly, we've got this cute little plate that gets welded on here, and also to the, and then gets bolted to the spoiler. So that's really the next step. And if I screw it up, then I gotta go make some more of these, which isn't the end of the world, but there's no way I'll make them as nice as these are. So plus this is way thinner than, this is not even half the thickness, I don't think. This is probably 1/8, and this is 3/8. So I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. I'm gonna take a little that I've learned from MIG welding and probably lean most of my heat towards the thicker piece and just watch my heat and see what happens. So this is cooling off a little bit, and then I'm going to set this in place, mark my spot, and bring it over and clean it and weld it. And you're gonna know here real soon whether that worked out. Guys, it actually worked. Is it the most beautiful weld in the world? Nah, definitely not. But I think it'll hold. So I'm pretty excited about that. And the bracket's obviously not attractive. That's not what we're gonna live with, I don't think. We'll do something a little nicer than that eventually. But now we gotta do it all over again on this side. So I will start cutting this thing down and making this side fit, and hopefully it's all done here shortly. Guys, I think I just put down my best TIG weld ever. It's so shiny you can't even see it. I know most of you wouldn't be that proud of this, but you've seen my struggles, so I'm pretty happy with that. Once that cools, we'll put it on the car and I'll show it to you. All right, she's attached. She's not going anywhere. Those brackets are hideous, but I'll make something better later. It's but she's a sturdy boy. She's not going anywhere. We got a nice little wicker bill on there. Ryan actually sent me 3 or 4 of those, so of course I put the biggest one on first for that high speed stability. We'll see if we're slow in a straight line. We'll maybe take it off or reduce it or something. We'll see, but we shouldn't be slow in a straight line, I wouldn't think. So there she is. I'm really happy that it's on there because those are my welds, and I know they're not the greatest things in the world, but they're going to be fine, and I'm pretty excited about it. I had to notch the middle to get over the gas cap there, but otherwise I'm happy with it. Looks good. I got to trim some hardware on the back here that is a little longer than needed, but it definitely makes the rear end look a little bit better, seeing as how we cut half the bumper off. So anyway, that's one more thing done. Well, it's time to give the old tow rig some love and attention. It's getting ready to take another long trip, so we'll do an oil change and I'm going to rotate the front tires. They're the most likely to start cupping, so we'll try and avoid that. We'll take a little look-see here, see how everything looks. These wheels and tires were new last year. I've only got 6,000 or 7,000 miles on them. The rears look pretty good, but these look like a tire that would be very susceptible to cupping, and I hate that. But the rear is less likely to cup. Plus, oh, look at that, would you? Plus, these rear ones are a pain in the butt. For whatever reason, they like to stay in their homes. So we'll call them good. Ugh. I also noticed this bag is lower mount is not happy, so I think we'll take the air out of that and try and fix that. I don't love this design. These things are rated for 5,000 pounds, and currently I've got 70 pounds in them, pressure. But anyway, that one is obviously not too happy, so we'll try and fix that before we take off. Let's get the air out of them. Come on, little guy. One of the reasons I like the dually, 48-gallon tank. Look at that sucker. She huge. And obviously the stability with the dually is awesome when you're pulling a huge 2-car trailer. Yes, we're all intact here, guys. For now, if I start having DEF problems like everybody else, I don't know if I can live with that, because it's such a pain in the butt, but I haven't had any problems, so. Granted, I don't drive it in the winter much. Everything else looks decent. This truck's got 67,000 miles on it now. We've got an oil leak. Shoot. I'll grab my flashlight. Yeah. Okay, well, it's minor. Looks like valve cover gasket. I don't know if you can even see that. And by minor, valve cover gasket on this is probably a 10-hour job or something silly. But it does appear to be quite minor, so I think we're moving forward. Oh shit, shoot, this side too. What is happening? Is that common on these things? Oh man, I don't like this. Alright, I gotta shut you off before I swear more. Alright, so some good news and bad news. Good news is it's under warranty, should be under warranty until 100,000 miles, so I've got an appointment in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks or something. Bad news is I can't change oil without spilling it on myself, so here we go. I don't know how many thousands of these I've done, and I just can't seem to not get oil on myself. So anyway, it's a very minor leak, so we're just going to drive it anyway. It's not a big deal. And our oil level wasn't low or anything. But I'm going to lower this thing a little bit so I can swap some tires side to side. I don't care what anyone says, I'm a torque stick guy. This is why people don't work on modern diesels. That's why. Welcome to another episode of Wheel Talk with Jeremy. If you need wheels for your car, you should consider St. Paul Speed and Performance. That's kind of their thing, is they do wheels, lots of wheels, and this is no exception. These are the new Apex, I forget what they're called, but got them through St. Paul Speed. And they do forge lines, they do tons of different wheels, but these are ones that were kind of more in my budget, because forge line unfortunately is not in my budget right now. But these were, and I think they will work just fine for what we need. So these are 18 by 11, 4 of them. And guys, I really stepped out of my comfort zone. Black being my comfort zone. Stepped out and went with these anthracite ones. So there they are. They look nice. I could live with these. Sweet boys. Well, that's exciting. 18 by 11. 57 offset. I hope they fit. I think these will actually fit the brakes pretty nice. We'll go find out here in just a little bit. I gotta get the car out of the trailer. It's time for the moment of truth. We're running these spacers with our other wheels because you can see how wide these calipers are. They're the endurance ones. So now we're hoping diesel and daddies fit with them. Ooh, yeah. They do. It's close, but I think they do. Yeah. Give it a couple knots on there. Yes. Finally, some good news. They're snug, but they fit. I mean, I've seen stuff closer than this, so it's not that bad. Here's a little room in there. But dude, they look pretty sweet. I generally prefer as much of a concave wheel or as much of a lip as possible. So this is not usually my style, but with these Corvettes, hubs stick out a long ways, so getting much concave on them is kind of tough. This little guy and I just fixed the brake lights. We had an issue with only 2 of the 4 brake lights working and running lights, so I had to figure out what was going on. So we pulled out the side that wasn't working and tested with a test light, and it was working.
And I also helped.
And Jace helped. And it was working, so I realized, hold on, these are LED lights, which stands for light emitting diode. And a diode is like a one-way check valve for electricity. So I just flipped the bulbs around and they work. So good job, Jace. Say yee yee. All right, I just finished the fire suppression. So we've got the bottle sitting down here. Pull handles right there. And then one of the lines goes up over yonder. I've got 2 nozzles on myself. One kind of right here, and one right there. And then I got 3 under the engine. One's on right up under here, spraying down towards the header and this fuel line. And then got one right here spraying towards the front of the engine. And this one right here spraying towards this header and all the oily bits over here. One more thing checked off. Well, boys and boys, we leave in 2 days, and that's why I haven't been filming much. But we did get the front end done, even though it looks pretty, it's a good 50 footer. Maybe 25. The shape's kind of cool. But we got the duct all done. So it's, I'm not quite done with the front end yet. I might add just a little air dam that goes down a little lower depending on where we're at with ride height once I get it back on the ground. But this is just a 5-star race car body product. It's for a late model dirt track car that we cut up and made fit in here, but it fits pretty decent after a lot of cutting, and it should provide all the cooling we need, I would think. It's got a pretty big opening. So, and besides that, I mean, we've got 2 giant fans perfectly sealed to the back here too, so I think we should be just fine on the cooling with our whopping 250 horsepower. Bleeding again, I had a little bit of a leak on the thermostat housing even with a brand new seal, and so I just put some RTV on there and I've been just re-bleeding it. Bled the brakes. I'm gonna bleed them one more time here before we leave and load up, just to be happy with that. Also, we scaled the car and balanced it and aligned it yesterday at Advanced Alignment in Moorhead, and we had to put some more weight in. So I've got these 2 25-pound clamp-on weights here, and that, along with the cooler full of water and another 50-pound lead in the rear subframe, we got to our number. And then this is another 150 pounds, and that has to be added depending on if you win or not. So if you're winning races, they make you add rewards weight to make up for it. So if you get first place in one race, you add 75 pounds. Second is 50, third is 25, up to a maximum of 150 pounds, which is what we have here. So, we're getting close. I still have my Hoosiers just showed up today. We changed sizes. We went up weight and changed sizes on Hoosiers. So we will be running the 295s. Man, like I said, we're 2 days from leaving. So this car is close. Man, this thing needs way more artwork. I expected it to be a lot more filled in, so maybe we'll bring Sharpies with to the racetrack and just let other people color on it too. It'll be the highlight for some children, maybe. So, thanks again for watching, guys. I probably am going to end this one off here and start a new episode because I haven't uploaded for quite a while. Oh, I don't think I even showed you my shifter. Not that it's too exciting to look at, but we got the MGW shifter in, and everything else on the dash is ready to go. So, yeah, getting excited, guys. Just a few little odds and ends left. So you'll probably be seeing us loading this thing up in the next episode. Thanks again for watching. Smash buttons. Love ya. Bye.